Good evening, my fellow pissed off parents. Got Dwayne here with some exciting new information. Let's see here if I can hold it all in. Oops. Let's try that again. Again, having fun with it here. Let's just do. And bring it back. Wow. Always technical difficulties. Mm, It did not like that. Let's try that again. There we go. And we'll pause that. Okay, sorry for the little mess up there at the beginning. Again, it's all what you paid for it. So, so as mentioned earlier, and don't know how y'all are getting here, and you'll probably be watching on the a little bit later down the road if you decide that's what you want to do. Actually, move that. Whoops, let me move that out of the way. My circular 3D globe of power there. About 2, 3 weeks ago, I actually did a video on this and wanted to kind of show off how this works. I mean, demystifying all of the information and how we get it and things like that. Again, this is information that the normal person can do. And again, shout out to Terran Champagne. I didn't know how to do it. Learned from him. Getting the information out there, and again, trying to pass that information on to everybody else. But about a month ago, don't quote me on the month time frame, but about a month ago, I did an open records request where I sent a request to our folks, literally folks down at the Office of the Attorney General Administration. Let me make sure I clicked that just right. Yeah, I think I did it. Well, we'll hit pause. There we go. We don't want to. There it goes. And did a information request. So basically, what I was looking for, if you'll see there, I actually need to open the screen up because I got old man eyes. But looking for pieces of information. One is total child support collections for the state for the fiscal year 2021, broken down by all the counties in the state of Texas. Number of child support cases for state fiscal year 2021, broken down by all counties in the state of Texas. So the collections, the number of cases, and then, as a bonus feature, the gender breakdown of child support cases. So either receiving, paying, just again, I don't know how their database is set up. We all do everything a little differently, but didn't want to give them out, and got requested that information so we can figure out who exactly is paying child support and who's receiving it. And that information goes to then when people talk about, oh, we're doing 50-50 or we're all 50-50. Now, again, and just to add yet another piece to this, just because you have 50-50 does not mean that you don't have to pay child support. That's just not, one, how Texas does things, and two, there's not a law or anything. And actually, I was living proof of that. I am the few, and we'll get to those percentages here shortly, but I am one of the few people that bought and paid for my equal shared custody agreement because I had done all the research, the 40 plus years, yada, 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 and realized that, if I went through the system like these other idiots were wanting me to do, and when I say idiots, I mean my attorneys and the judge, I would have ended up a visitor in my kid's life, or worse. I mean, it would have been, and we all know how that goes, or sadly, a lot of us know how that goes. So realizing what that was, went ahead and just rolled the dice, played on my ex-wife's greediness, and said, here, take everything. I want 50-50. And it was bonus. You still have to pay child support. So actually I paid 2 kids 50-50. I still paid $1,000 a month in child support, and all the health care, dental, and all that, which, again, going off my own personal story there, figured what the hell. But just for the folks out there, it does not necessarily mean that you get out of child support, but it's a really good indicator. Anywho, so, anyway, asked for that information, and let's see if I paused it long enough to, there we go. And a couple days later, I received actually, you can see my name there. It's probably no hidden, or probably pretty obvious who the pissed off parent is at this point, but did receive a reply back with the information. Ta-da! Ask and receive. Neat how that works. So went ahead and got that a few days ago, on the 29th. So it was actually probably about 5 days again, basic information. I know how the databases work and all that. So I went ahead and took that information and I sliced it up a little bit. There's a lot more I'll be able to do with it. But I just wanted to kind of show you what information you get, and then just some basic Excel, in Excel format, and just being able to slice and dice that. And this is where that data analysis part comes in that everyone should have. It's just but wanted to kind of show you how the numbers rolled. And you're seeing it second in line. I got to look at it first. So the first number here for the county by county collections. There is no decimal point in that, by the way. That would be for the OAG. That would be let's just say 4. What the hell? $3.4 billion. I sound like Dr. Evil from the oh gosh, what was that movie years ago? The 3 or 4 that came out. Anyway, Dr. Evil there, $3.4 billion. Right, my math's good. I went to public high school, went to college and all that stuff. But so there you go. I mean, there's the numbers. There's no that's their numbers, not mine. So $3.4 billion. All right, and let's see here in a few seconds. I'll skip on over to the other section. All right, so you get to see again nothing messed with. This is as of September 27, 2022. Rolling down. This is the case count. So in Texas, there are 1.3 million cases. I hope people are starting to do the math on that. But 1.3 million cases. And moving on. All right, here it probably gets a little fuzzy again. I'm gonna put this all into a nice kind of easy to use, kind of like what I have on the pissedoffparent.com website for previous year's collections, where I'll have it by county, and then you can just hover your mouse over it and see that all the different numbers and all that good stuff. So you can then go, you can push the button, go, oh my God, June, I'm out of money. Oh, I can't believe they're stealing all my money. What are we gonna do? And then not do anything. But this is I'll get all that broke out. Hopefully everyone can kind of see how the numbers break out. But I believe this is I think this is the one where I did a little bit of math. Yep, sheet 3. Yep. Okay, so just did some basic math. So just so for the nerds out there, my fellow nerds, you'll see kind of how I have it broken out. Let me go up here on my other screen here. So I have the county, have the total collections, divide by 12 since it's a 12-month fiscal year. Math. And then that gives you the number. Then I actually copied over the county from another sheet, which was the amount that was the number of cases. So that got to your average child support amount by county, and then I totaled up at the end. But that gives you an idea of what the average child support number is. And for the folks that are paying slightly above that number, used to be me, you gotta wonder why it happened that way. Because if you think about it, a lot of small sales, you get some big whale sales, then you get a little something there. So this gets again there's that $3.4 billion. Again, basic math. That's how that works. But it gets you to a average. The average child support number is $207.73. Just doing, I'm not doing like a mean mode or anything like that. Just doing an average, just dividing those numbers out. But that number is $207. So that's your average child support number. Obviously, there's going to be the whales out there. I used to be one. Oh, I've reached the age where I tell the same story. Or I can actually remember myself telling that story like a minute ago. Getting old sucks. So I was putting up with this nonsense, but here we are. All right, moving on. Let's see. Okay, so we get to the bonus. Well, I can't remember if this is the bonus round. Yeah, well, close to the bonus round. It's like we're in the final area of Jeopardy here. So then that was the request I put in, was by gender. And again, this is demystifying the whole process. Who's paying, who's not, where it's at. And then actually we talked about delinquency as well. And I'll be providing all that information here pretty soon in nice slice and dice, cute little pie charts and all that for people, because Lord knows I don't make it too hard on anybody. But so we have it by female, male, and unknown. And again, at risk of being tossed off yet another platform, we'll assume unknown means that they just didn't check the box. And of course, if you have male, female, two genders, and you couldn't pick, they didn't pick one. So it's either forgotten or whatever the reason. But so rolling down that list. Rolling. And a lot of stuff there. All right. We've got, 695,000. What's this? Just ran it up. 696,000 cases broke out. Just, again, a little more data. Again, that crossfits with all the other data that we have, showing that I'm not lying or messing with it. Now, here's part of the bonus round. You probably can't see this on the screen, but just to let you know, and you can probably guess which one is which. So you have the female, male. There's only 1,342 unknowns, so it's a very small percent. We could even just knock it into the male category. It doesn't change the overall percentage, but it's a shocker, wait for it, a 95% to 5% split on who gets child support. Dun, dun, dun. So now we know. We've known noon. I don't know. I don't know what, pretense or whatever that is. But anyway, 95%. Okay. So moving on to the lightning round here. I think I have a lightning round. I'll just let that. I think I wanted to let that kind of sink in. I have it on a video, so I wouldn't be doing too many things. So now, bonus round. So delinquency. And we talk about who's paying on time, who isn't, because someone had mentioned, delinquency, yada yada yada. Now, and again, I'm probably going to be preaching to the choir here, and you'll note at the very top of the report how they're defining current. Current paying members are defined as arrears equal to 0. Now, we know that I'm trying to think of the number. It's like in the 80s to 90 percentile of all child support orders. Again, so they can meet the criteria for the Title 4D funding is by wage garnishment. That's the action part of it. Because if it's voluntary, then they don't get anything. That doesn't meet that criteria. But with the wage garnishment, which the overwhelming majority of child support orders are through wage garnishment, those go through the job, and you have zero control over that. So this is where I get in that whole, there's lies, damn lies, and statistics and data. This would be one where I kind of go, we probably got to do that. Because, again, mine was a wage garnishment. And I always showed some level of behind because of the way the system worked. And I've actually had to do all kinds of fun stuff with credit reporting agencies and things like that because, the OAG, hello. What else do we need to say about that? So this is one of those where I kind of go, I'm going to have to bump up the delinquency or bump down the delinquency quite a bit just knowing that how the system actually works. But these are their numbers. So, take it for what it is. All right, so the people current, 478,000 payers by county. And again, I want to make sure everyone is aware that this is defined as their arrears equals 0. And again, I think we can all tell the stories of that one, what that means. Now we got our delinquency. These are how many people are behind. Again, defined as greater than 0. They were sure to put that in red. 885,000. So you do the math. So the math I did, pretty straightforward. I'm going to move over here because my eyesight is not what it once was. I'm like a Toby Keith song. And hard for me to see. The screen's a little too light. One, no. And there we go. Okay, so took the current pan, delinquent pan, and then from there I added those two numbers up because you have your delinquent payer and your current payer, which should equal up. And then I took that and then divided it by the delinquency, which would then show delinquency. So with that number, I gotta remember the. Yeah, the majority is okay. Sorry. Whenever I do formulas of any kind, I always like do both because I was taught in school to do it both ways, so you can prove that the I don't know if you maybe teachers out there or people that know, you do it both ways, and that way you know that your formula is correct. And then I confuse myself because I'm old. So like you would say, 2 + 2 = 4, 4 - 2 = 2. Oh, hey, the formula works. I confuse myself because I'm old. So anyway, just flipping down here to the very bottom of my other sheet. So that gives you a 65% delinquency. And again, this is a zero. This is their zero at that time. It's not 0 10 days, 0 30 days, those type of things. We have to also look into the real world. But those numbers are what they are. So 65% of the folks are delinquent in some way, according to the OAG. Again, overwhelming majority of them are through wage garnishment, which you have zero control over. So you have to kind of work with those numbers. And I believe that was that was everything. So at the end of the day, 95%. Let me see if I can't stretch this screen out here. I think that's the one. Let's see. Yeah, that is the one. Let me just stretch that screen out so everyone can see it. I think I'll publish the numbers out there a little bit later, but let me just do this for everyone. And it's Microsoft Excel. Pretty hard-hitting application. So there's your numbers, 95%. And, again, breaking it out by county, I'll, of course, be doing that. But overall, and again, doing a quick little rundown of the list, you're going to get a percent here and there. There's not going to be any magical county where it's like the other way around or even close. I mean, you're going to be doing... again, this is overall for the state. You're going to be doing a 96, 94, 97, 3, and things like that. And I'm sure the occasional 94, 6. I'm sure that's going to happen. But this is overall calendar or fiscal year 2021, Texas Office of the Attorney General. 95% of the time, the female is the person receiving child support. Do with that information what you will. I did not do any. I don't believe I have my chat turned on. It may be on. I just want to make this thing quick. I think we're already in a few minutes, but just wanted to kind of provide this information out there so you have it. If you go to pissoffparent.com, it'll be out there in the next couple days when I get around to it. But now you have the latest and greatest info to work with. I would say like, share, and subscribe. There's going to be more information coming out on a number of different things, looking at new different ways to put information out there. But on the flip side of that, I put effort into it when I'm seeing that people are receiving the information and doing something with it. So with that, be sure to like and subscribe so you can be notified when I do these things, so I'm not having to go to 20 different pages and places, and Facebook bans me every other day, so I'm not wasting a whole lot of time there and doing it. Try to make it a little easier for me to then notify you that we're going to be doing a live and information is going to be forthcoming. Going to be looking at doing, just to give people kind of a window into the future, looking at bringing guests on live, not to poke fun at Larry, but mine will work. And providing information like this in this format. And again, a lot of these are me working the kinks out and trying, so obviously it's going to get better over time. And if you have suggestions, ideas, in the sense that you're going to put some skin in the game and do it, not just toss something over the fence at me and expect me to do all the legwork. But if you're looking at wanting to help out and do things and get involved, do that. Also, for Tarrant County specifically, this Sunday at 2 p.m., and it's on the Pissed Off Parent Facebook page at this point, and a number of other areas or locations. But 2 p.m. there will be a meet and greet, and amongst other things that is being hosted. And I may or may not attend. So if you want to meet the Pissed Off Parent and ask why I'm the way I am, there's your chance. All right, well, that is pretty much all I had. Hope everyone enjoyed it for what it was. Hope you got a little information, got a little humor. Now understand some of my dysfunctions and all that. Again, be sure to like and subscribe. Reach out, help each other. We're gonna win this.